This is Joe Leigh here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by Lee Eaton. It's good to speak to you. How are you doing, Lee?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, very good, thank you. Let's start with Let's Go Management, your new project, fairly new now anyway. How long have you been thinking about that? Tell us about this new venture that you've started.
Well, basically, obviously, after what happened in April with MTK, obviously, it was an absolute, well, quite, obviously, quite shocked of obviously what happened. It all happened very quick and stuff like that. It was obviously a lot of fighters that I looked after already were basically needed their manager. So I had to step up basically and do what I had to do. And that's when I started my own management company. Pretty much 80%, 90% of the fighters stayed with me, loyalty, which was good. It was nice to see. So yeah, no, it's just basically that's how it started. Obviously, needing to do what you have to do for the fighters. I've still got fighters have signed with me to look after their careers. I'm not going to just dump them. So it was basically just get cracking, start up on your own, and move forward.
How different has it been for Let's Go Management? Has it been more responsibility on your behalf?
Yeah, of course, it's a lot of responsibility, but obviously, I had a lot of responsibility at MTK. A lot of the fight, I looked after a lot of fighters anyway. So, nothing. There is a lot more to it, obviously, because where I'm juggling, I'm doing I'm doing my own shows as well as obviously doing the managing of the fighters, and I do a lot of matchmaking for a lot of different companies. Obviously worldwide and UK based. So there's some things have been very, very busy, but I've started to assemble my own team now. A few things happening at the minute. I'm working with the shows. I'm working a lot with TM14. Obviously, we just signed a deal with Into Boxing for 6 events. So yeah, there's some things are moving in the right direction. It's a lot of responsibility on me, but listen, it's always been a lot of responsibility. But listen, no matter what happens, obviously MTK is what brought me into boxing, pro boxing. I learned everything through them. A lot of the people along the way. It was like a massive, what's the word? My head's gone. Apprenticeship. It's a massive apprenticeship. So I learned everything. I've done lots of amazing things in MTK. Some of the things I've done, I never even thought I'd ever do. Obviously, promoting shows, promoting world fighters that are promoted. Mick Connor's fight with Bob Arum. Obviously, the Golden Contract on Sky Sports. Obviously, on ESPN and stuff like that. So I've had MTK were very, very good to me, and I learned a lot. So now I've just got to take that into what I'm doing now, and help build fighters. I've still got some fantastic fighters that I work with day in, day out. I'm getting some great opportunities from. I've got a buzz. I've still got the buzz, same buzz. I'm still ready to go.
Who would you say the marquee names are of Let's Go?
It's a look on my board here. I look after Ahara Davis, Jay Harris, Alex Del Magani, Dina Forsland, Michael McKinson, Kareem Garifi, Danny Dignam, Sammy Lee, Dion Juma, Nina Hughes, Nico Levers. I've got some unbelievable fighters that I work with. So and there's plenty more there as well. So and there's a few more coming in as well. So it's exciting times ahead.
Yeah, it's exciting indeed. How soon did you expect to be where you're at? Was it kind of, did you expect the transition to be difficult, or was it easier than you expected?
When you're already working with the group of fighters that I'm working with, I've had a massive head start because I was already working with these fighters. So I've not started from scratch. and I've already got relationships with promoters, matchmakers, managers, and stuff like that. So it's not like I'm new to boxing and started up from scratch. I've already basically self-established, not self-established, but I'm established already. So yeah, no, listen, it was a hard couple of months, but obviously things have started to fall into place now. And yeah, it's a few things, exciting things happening. I'm just pleased to be able to do my job as a manager and obviously promote the boys and girls and get them to where they need to be.
Yeah, good to hear. I want to move on to the news over the last kind of 48, 72 hours about Eubank Jr. and Ben. It seems like it's now been confirmed the fight's still going ahead, but were you worried at a point as well with Chris Eubank Sr. coming out and saying,
do you know what?
it's off because of the weight?
You've got to take what Chris Eubank Sr. Says with a pinch of salt, haven't you? So listen, Eubank Jr., Sal and brothers and that have come out and said the fight's happening. So it's a great fight, unbelievable. To be honest, I was shocked when it actually got announced. Obviously the rivalry from their fathers and then coming into them two, it's an unbelievable spectacular. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I'll be there to watch the fight. If not live, I don't know if I will go live. I might just stay at home. I'd rather watch the big fights at home, to be honest. But yeah, it's an unbelievable fight and I'm looking forward to it.
How much of an impact do you feel like Senior has on Junior and what he does in the build-up? Did you take that seriously, what he said?
So listen, you got his dad at the end of the day. Listen, you respect and what his dad's done as a fighter, Eubank Jr. to not take on board what he says is stupid because listen, he's been there, he's done it, he's got the t-shirt and everything. So, but yeah, listen, he's just, I suppose, listen, Eubank Senior is going to be coming down to a weight he's never been. He's going to be worried about his son, but obviously, listen, they know as a team, they're professional athletes. They know that what they can do and what they can't do. So I believe it'll be done safely, and it'll be an unbelievable fight.
Yeah, for sure. How would you see that one going? I feel like it's one of the biggest fights of the year.
Connor's a friend of mine, and I'm not going against Conor. But no, listen, you know, it is a 50-50 fight. There's a lot of things involved in that fight that could go Conor's way, and a lot of things could go Eubank's way. So it's intriguing, and that's one of the biggest sells of the fight. That it's a very intriguing fight, and it could go either way.
Yeah, I agree. I think if there's a stoppage, I think you could favour Conor as well. Although he's the smaller man, he's coming up.
But Eubank's got an unbelievable chin.
Exactly.
So yeah, listen, see, and obviously boxing ability, you probably should say that Eubank's got a good boxing brain and stuff like that. I don't know what Billy Joe says, but he has got a good box. He can box, but Conor's an absolute ferocious animal. Do you know what I mean? So I believe Conor wins. I actually believe that, but he's an unbelievable fight, and I wouldn't be surprised if Eubank did win.
When do you think we'll see Billy Joe Saunders back?
I don't know. I know he's training. There's a few photos going around that are just not him.
Edited,
enlarged. I know he's been back training. He's looking like he normally does when he's in camp. He's getting down. So listen, I hope he comes back. He's an unbelievable fighter. Still some big fights out there for him.
How likely would you say that he returns? Is
80%.
Okay.
That's just me. Obviously, I haven't spoken to him or anything like that, and I'm nothing to do with his team or anything. But I just believe that he will come back. Listen, he's only lost to one of the pound-for-pound greats. He's done very well out of his career, boxing career, and he's done well out of boxing. But Billy Joe is a fighter at the end of the day, so he will 100%. I believe he comes back.
Well, I look forward to that return and look forward to seeing some of the guys that let's go in some big fights in the future. What can we shed on before we go? Michael McKinson, obviously great performance out in America. What's next after a loss to Virgil Ortiz?
Yeah, so listen, Michael's in a good position. Obviously, he's just gone and had a nice holiday, chilled out, put a bit of weight on. Now he's obviously just helping his brother in camp, but he's in a great position. He's gone out and made himself proud. Obviously, we're speaking with Matchroom at the minute to find out what his next move is, and then we'll make a decision and go from there. But I still believe he is the best welterweight in the country. In Britain, he's the best welterweight in the country.
Conor Benn?
I believe. Listen, Conor's a friend of mine, but his styles make fights, and Michael's hell for anyone. His style and stuff like that. I believe he beats Conor. But listen, Conor's an unbelievable fighter, and listen, his power, it could be all wrong for Michael. But listen, I'll always back my own fighter. But I seriously believe Michael is the best welterweight in the country at this moment. He's still like top 15 in the WBA, so that's a route we could look at. Yeah, he's in a great position, and I believe that you'll see him December or early next year in another massive fight, because he doesn't want to go back to normal fights. He wants to go straight back in. That's just Michael.
Yeah, credit to him for taking that fight, and yeah, it was good to see him over there. Thanks for your time, though. It was good to speak to you.
No worries, mate. Good to speak to you.
Do it again soon.